Hei, 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 hei. Meillä jatkuu tänään Kingdom Come Deliverance. Viime kerralla me päästiin kunkun tapaamiseen ja mä olin siellä viinipoikana. Sen lisäksi Hansista taitaa tulla ukkomies. Se oli tämä pappi, diilaili näitä hommia ja sen lisäksi selvisi, että Samuel on Henryn kasvatti-isän äpäräpoika, jos mä nyt ymmärsin ihan oikein. Hirveästi draamaa, kaikenlaista tapahtuu. Ja me ollaan kai edelleen nyt siellä. Nyt jatketaan sillä pappismiehellä täällä meidän fortressissa ja sitten kunku kai suunnitteli sinne hyökkäystä tai jotain. Mä en nyt tiedä millä aikataululla se tapahtuu. Kunkulla tarkoitan siis Sigismundia, väärää kuningasta. Siellä tähän on tullut uusia patcheja, pitäisi olla ehkä FPS-droppeja sun muita vähän fikseiltä, mutta katsotaan miten käy. Ai niin, minä olen aivan helvetin kännissä. Mitäs mä vain? Pahasti
Parish priest has quite a view, sweating at the altar, nearly drops his psalter. Hallelujah, Dom. Hallelujah, Dom.
Mitä?
You in need of something, my well-oiled friend?
I'd like to drink a toast with you to our
Success!
joint success. As they say, all's well that ends well. So, to brighter tomorrows.
Touching.
Come now. What's become of your poetic soul?
Kyllähän mulla viina aina kelpaa.
Truly? Not even a little?
Oh, maybe once. The older I get, the worse it is. Give me a few more years and I'll become a professional mourner.
See now. I'll gladly drink to that with you. Only there's nothing to drink. We've
Ei tämä käy.
dry.
Fuck! I've got a tongue like a slice of weak old bread after all that gabbing.
Well, get something wet for us then.
His lordship is so unsteady on his legs, he can't make it as far as the keg.
To hell with that keg slop.
Oho,
Your father surely has something better stored away.
lähdetäänkö me
I
viinikellareihin?
had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures brought from somewhere for himself and his closest friends, and left the rest of us to drink cheap dregs. Try and find one of those.
Isipappa varmasti pitää tästä.
I'm sure you can manage that.
You can bet on it. I've got a nose for booze.
I don't doubt it. Get sniffing quick.
Get sniffing. Jo vain. Joko vain.
Like that poor sod over there. I'm filled with grief.
I will.
Hei.
How'd you like a wine, Chevalier?
The art of winemaking has a long tradition in La Belle France. Recipes are passed on from father to son, and each generation brings them to perfection. I myself was practically raised on wine. How many I have tasted. Even the French royal court took note of my
Juu, ihan varmasti.
The king himself had wine delivered for his table according to my advice.
I expect his lordship had the best barrels rolled out. Now, if you'd only known he had a real connoisseur here.
Best barrels! Mon ami, this wine would perhaps be suited to the infirmary, where it would suffice for cleaning wounds and easing pain. For that, the taste is of little consequence.
Voi ei. Onko meillä paskaa viiniä vaan täällä tarjolla? Se ei ole hyvä juttu.
Damn it. Your name is unpronounceable.
No niin. Reputation lost. No onko se meidän paskan viinin takia, kun meillä lähtee reputationit?
But good wine on the table is a compelling argument. Any debate going on around it.
What does it matter? We reached an agreement, but it's going to take time.
Ja pieruäänet. Alleluja Domine. No ei ehkä pian mennä. Mistä mä pääsen tuonne alas? Ei tonne, mä oon tänne. Okei, ei tästä. Onks tuolla joku? Joku pää menee ihan sekaisin tästä, kun tää kävelee tälleen vinoos. Noniin, eli alas. Täällä on jotain tyyppejä, mille pitää jutella. Hei.
Having a good time? It's a fucking bore. These old farts here have no idea what fun is. Well, what are you missing? There's wine, food.
Even a few females.
Tappelu.
I'd rather have a game of dice. Or a good punch-up.
Voidaan järjestää.
Well, let's have a game then. But for what? For a coin. What else?
Onko mulla rahaa?
Let's make it 50 groschen to spice things up. Nice. If I'd known you had that kind of coin,
En tiedä onko mulla.
I'd have pinched it long ago.
Tai mulla sitten vissiin oli. Minkälaiset napaat mulla on muuten? Oi vittu. Onko mulla vaan paskat napat? Otetaan nyt nää sitten. Ei helvetti, oliko se vaan noista kutosista, että niissä voi ottaa vaan 3, mutta nämä voi ottaa molemmat. Siellä on jotkut himonapat kuitenkin, ei vissiin ole. Oi perse!
God be with you, my friend.
Greetings to you too.
Näin on reilua. Oikeasti jos se voittaa yhdessä vuorossa ihan vanhalla norminopilla, niin mä en ala. Kiva juttu, hei. Niin. Kiva peli, kiitos. Juu.
They'll have plenty of time to cultivate that happiness.
Well, the groom isn't looking too happy at the moment.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were...
How come you're still here, sir? Weren't you supposed to travel with Sir Hanush? Raise an army, prepare a wedding feast and all that?
All hail Jobst. He sorted things out here nicely. He got my money for a start, and that's more than I wanted to give him. But you know how it goes. Give them a finger. I explained to the Margrave that I'm not going anywhere, and I sent my captain with him. He's still young and full of piss and vinegar. I'm too old and fond of my comfort.
Sä olisit vaan ihan
Did you
ryyppäämään.
at least discuss with Hanush where the wedding will take place?
Nothing to discuss. The wedding will take place at our castle Littitz, of course. It's the pride of our family. We can fit in 3 times more people than here, and that still wouldn't be much.
But there are 2 castles in Rattay. I'd bet my right arm old Hanush will want to have the wedding there.
What? In Rattay? Well, I ought to look into that then.
But deal with him yourself, though. I won't be your gent's messenger anymore.
I wouldn't worry about it if I were you.
No niin. Jokes of his father's best wine. No. Voitko ottaa sen siitä? Kiitos. Nää on ehkä paskaa viiniä, mutta... Jättäisikö nälkä?
At all for battle.
You don't need an expensive horse for battle. You just need one
Ja
that
te
can run
duunaatte.
straight.
You're wrong. In a battle, your life depends on your steed. And some easily hooked pony is the last thing you need.
My boots of fellows is no pony.
No olisikohan se jossain... Jos se iso kiu tuolla yläkerrassa, niin olisiko niitä siellä?
Let's at least drink to your success.
And let's drink to the
Ai tonne ei
future
pääse.
of Lady Yaka. May her marriage to Lord
Ja sinne ylös nyt pääs. Täältä.
There are a few of those around my mind, too.
Niin tää on keittiö. Tässä oli äsken joku eri... Ehkä olisin nähnyt joku take-prompti. Take the red.
The red'll be good, I hope.
Noniin.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rootheart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you beat it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of your fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. He wouldn't come to the council, but he is
I am
coming
worried.
happily to this celebration, you old fox.
I am very, very...
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Oi voi. Oi ei.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Voi vittu.
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
Tätä varten minun olisi vissiin kannattanut olla vähän vähemmän jännissä. Onks mulla mitään, mitä mä voisin juoda, että mä en ois... Mulla on marikoldia, jos mä juon sen.
That one's had it! What are you talking about? Yeah!
More bones! One step back!
Fuck that!
Ai! Vittu! Nyt lähtee henki.
I'm bleeding.
That will work for me.
No.
Ai vittu.
You'll catch a bucket, you shit!
Right on your...
Now you'll die!
I'm wounded!
Olisiko joku tulla auttamaan minua?
You're one ugly bugger!
To hell with you,
That's right!
you
Drive
scum!
those horsemen out!
Slice him up!
Ei!
Jesus! The surrounding
Noniin.
Christopher! He can't make it on his own.
Is that what you call fighting like a man?
Hey, fuck that!
Ui!
You got him. Cover your head, damn it!
Ai, onko mulla joku kypärä? Ei.
You never saw that coming.
Right, strike! Come to me, someone! Like a sieve!
Fucking hell!
Bleeding like a stuck pig.
Step back! Stand your ground!
Watch out!
Ai!
Now you'll die! Bleeding like a stuck. Hey! Get him!
Hei, get him! Vittu! Ai ruosteessa. Mä oon pelannut parin päivää. Perkele.
Jesus!
They've surrounded Christopher!
The surrounding Christopher! He can't make it on his own.
We're away your eyes. Slice him up.
Oli hyvä.
Stand your ground!
Missä on seuraava vihollinen? Sinä! Bad luckia.
Try those
Noin.
horses out!
No chance!
Ja.
Come and help me with this bastard! Do it!
Ei!
Smash him on the head!
Vittu! Tule, hyvä. Right? Hey, you won 3 skirmishes while bleeding. Yes! Minä voitin! En tiedä miten, mutta minä voitin. Vähän peräröörö. Asiat eivät ole hyvin. Ne ovat itse asiassa aika huonosti. Go and help your friends. Kuka mä oon? Onko mä nyt Henry? No niin. You can switch outfits in combat. No, voisiko mulla... Voi helvetti nyt. Mitä mä voin tehdä kombatissa? Sitten nää päällä sitten tulee tänne. Voi jumalauta. Aha.
Oh, you led him on nicely! Slice him up!
Vittu.
Your eyes out! True blood!
Ei oo reilu tappelu, mulla ei oo harmiskaa. Ei, 2v1! Hei, peli nyt ihan oikeesti. Lähtisikö Henry mukaan ilman harmiskaa? Voisinko mä nyt laittaa sen harniskan päälle? No niin, nyt ainakaan en oo kombatissa. Kiitos peli. Herra Jumala. Noin. Miksiköhän se äsken päätti sitten mä oisin? No niin, nyt mennään.
Go!
Go and help your friends. I am coming. No niin. Aha. No niin. Tuo oma.
Do it! Get him! Shit your eyes out! Get it! You asshole, you fucker!
Ai tuollakin oli hyökkäin.
Show what you're made of!
Noniin. Täältä tulee Henry.
Come to me, someone! Like a sieve!
Are you waiting for me to die of old age, coward?
Right on the nose!
Tanssillakaan ei ole haariskoa. Mutta aina kaikilla varmaan juhlavaatteet on päällä. Noniin. Woo!
That was a close shave.
A little too close. Oh, fuck me. Do my eyes deceive me? Henry!
Godwin!
How did you get...
Damn. I can't tell you how happy I am to see you. You turned up at just the right moment.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are, some aren't.
They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and Conrad of
Taasko minun
away
pitää
too.
pelastaa ne?
They wanted to slay the rest like dogs.
What about my father? And Hannes?
Ne taisi
They
lähteä jo
left
sinne.
the jobs long before that. I'm sure they're all right, but not everyone was so lucky.
What happened, Godwin?
Eikä sen veli
Who
kuollut.
died?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance against those poachers.
Helvettiä naisenkin sitten tappavat.
May she rest in peace.
She was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Hyvä noble.
Almost killed my brother, but only almost. Good luck.
What do you mean, almost? What happened?
I got there in time to help him, fortunately. Christopher tried to defend our father, but nearly lost his life doing it.
Olisiko mä voinut pelastaa se
Old
Annankin?
grievances
Luultavasti
aside,
en.
Odorin is an ally, the same as Rutard and Botchek.
Well, they all have their quirks. Cousin Botchek's a money-grabbing magpie. But I won't give up on the fucker either. We'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway. We don't even know where von Berghout took them.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you, but von Bergov's people beat me here.
You knew he was coming.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what von Berghout did, he'll shit himself.
You find that funny? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs rampaging around and slaughtering innocents? Who else has to die before we do something about it?
Tell us about it. We were neck deep in corpses before you bothered to turn up.
Well, not you.
Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you in a heartbeat. Trust me.
We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding new ones. They'll be afraid to even peep against Sigismund.
Well, are you surprised? Look around. Sigismund showed everyone what's coming for all who resist him.
Is there anything we can do?
Definitely not right now. We'll treat the wounded, bury the dead, get the hell out of here. Then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Jobst and his army.
If I survive the journey... Oh, God's teeth. That stupid nag nearly broke me in half.
The king announced one more thing at the council. He asked the councillors to ransack the Jewish quarter. That is, he ordered it, more like.
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people there. They could reveal a lot.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall. At least he's safe here.
They're our allies. We have to help them.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still breathing.
We must stand together.
Just see them all jumping to their feet and rush to save their poor Jews. Maybe Samuel will figure something out. He wanted to talk to you anyway.
Okay.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go and see them as soon as
Veljeni.
and tell Liechtenstein too.
Anyway, we've got work to do. Godwin?
Give me a moment. I'll go and see Christopher first. Guard the water. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
is punishing them like this.
God's punishment or not, he brought it on themselves.
Hetki pieni koska. Mitä täällä luutataan ja minun luutit. Proshi. Kohta ollaan taas enkumperät, mutta mitäs teet? Joku vei jo tuo rahat vissiin. Vai oliko se minä itse? Hyvä herra, te tönitte minua. Noplayalla on vaan 3 grosseni. Lol. Mä oon tärkeää. Such slaughter. Kyllä painaa ihan helvetistä.
Finds out about this.
Yeah. The best thing we can do is to keep doing our work.
What if the old lord doesn't come back?
Then we'll have a young one. He's not a little boy anymore. Soon he'll get married and have a bunch of children.
We can only hope. This is a nightmare.
Täällä.
Don't mourn just yet. Did I say anything like that? But I still
Ei.
insist.
You wanted to talk to me?
Mä otan kypärän pois.
Because just tell him. You may not get another
I am your bror.
I talked to Godwin. He said you know each other?
What did you talk about? Me?
We talked about your stepfather, Martin.
Why? Neither of you knew him.
It's true, I did not. But I tried many times. Remember how I stared at your sword when we first met? I recognized the master's symbol engraved there. Well, the thing is, I am Martin's son.
What? Pa's son? How the...
Yes, his son. That is, his bastard son.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? We look the same age, and Martin lived with me and Ma as long as I can remember.
When I was born, he was already long gone. Maybe we are not even a year apart.
And what does that make us then?
French.
Nothing. Proof perhaps that both your god and mine have a sense of humor.
Ei, sä olet uusi veljeni.
All my life, I thought if I did not give a shit about that man, it would be easier. But now that I know I will never see him,
Minä voin kertoa
it
kaiken.
troubles me that I did not get to know him.
I can tell you about him if you want. But now is not the right time. This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg, now. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved Xere.
He's no king to me. He's a fucking orphan.
What's a Gezere?
That is hard to explain.
Nonsense. It is as clear as day. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. Ransack their houses and divide the loot. And all that with the king's blessing.
This is what we were afraid of. But we did not expect Sigismund to be in such a hurry. We need to get back into the city and get the people out quick before it begins. Will you come with us, Henry? Every man counts.
I have to tell Liechtenstein, but then we'll set off right away.
Go and tell him, but hurry.
And when they're trying to raise an army, Gano be enecha.
Young Sir Christopher came out of it.
Godwin. Ei, mä en päästyn. Ei tonne tänne. Hans! Oot sä kunnossa?
Good to see you both. Alive.
Oh, come on. You know I've walked out of much worse scrapes laughing.
They could well have killed us all. If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff could have caused a lot more harm.
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should have seen the look on the king's face when he told him.
Well, thank God we all survived.
Well, not all of us. They killed Lady Anna of Volstein and many other nobles. It was slaughter.
And they captured our closest and
We
most
need to get
influential
them back.
allies. Without them, we can hardly get the burghers on our side. We're stuck.
We'll figure out a way to help them.
But how? Our plans are ruined.
Get a grip. Whining doesn't help anyone.
You're right. When I drink too much wine, I get overwhelmed with self-pity. Nevertheless, I have to admit it can't get much worse.
Actually, it might. And very soon. At Sigismund's council, an order was given to ransack the Jewish quarter.
God's wounds! We need to get back to the city and warn them.
I'm going with you.
Out of the question. Do you want to end up imprisoned again? You'll be more useful if you stay here and help Shishka. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. I'll try to get someone else to join.
Samuel already knows. And he's ready to go.
In that case, we'll set off immediately.
I'm going with the rest of our people to Devil's Den. So don't leave me hanging, alright? Stay strong.
Hai. Joutuu.
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the worst.
Kubienka? What brings you here?
Well, I heard you were having some kind of a feast here, so I came to grab a bit of meat. And I see, instead of that, you have a massacre here.
Well, the real massacre is yet to come if we don't do something fast. We have to get to Kuttenberg. Can we borrow the wagon you arrived on?
But of course. I borrowed it too, if you know what I mean.
Boy.
Could you stop blabbering already? We don't have the time.
Easy, Ingele. And you, sir, if you can, come with us and help us.
All right. But could you please tell me what the fuck is going on?
I'll explain to you on the way. Time is running out.
Are you coming too, Sir John?
Of course.
Let's go then.
Burekata Adonai Eloheinu, melech haolam.
Noin. Mennä. Voisinko mä fiksata mun tavarat tässä matkalla? Tää on aisempi. Ei mulla mitään parfyymiä päällä. Ei.
Peresh, can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. And I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, how... What was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get.
No sekin on totta.
We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mummy will surely tell you more. If we can get there in time.
Then we better hurry up.
All right. Schnell! Schnell!
No men. Onpa muuten oikeasti pitkä matka.
What's the matter? Why are we stopping?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right into those murderers' arms.
But how do we get into the town then?
We will go through Sheol.
There are many abandoned mine shafts under the town. One of them ends here.
Won't it collapse on our heads?
We'll find out soon enough.
Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the passageway.
I would be happier.
We all fled, but it has been decided as punishment for our many sins.
Our sins? Ours? What the fuck did we do to these people?
lepäkoita.
Halt! I heard something.
Miksi te olette noin hitaita? Samuel, minne sä menet? Meillä on kiire.
This isn't the way I should go.
Aha. Mennäänkö me jotain eri kautta?
We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone. What about us? You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us. Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubienka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Yeah.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
Hi.
Follow me. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
Miksi sä jätit ne pöydälle?
Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern.
No,
My
mikä ne
stash is
vastata, kun
locked
painaa
away,
vaikka väärää
and
nappia?
Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it!
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern is open. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it like this. Somebody else must have got in.
I think there's someone walking up there.
Go and check it out. If they took anything down here, they mustn't get out alive. I'll gather up my things in the meantime. I'll meet you outside the tavern.
Missä mä pääsen ylös? Search in. Tästä. No niin, Mooses, onko sulla mitään hyvää tavaraa? Ei oikein. No ei. Kasvattu.
Bugger this, not a damn thing here. If we go back empty-handed, Eric will give us a bollocking again. Damn it.
Come at me, bro. Ainoa osa. Vähän auki tää arkku. Tätä pukittaa sen verran, että me ei sitä saada. Jakoba. Saataisiko me se nyt auki, koska tuossa oli Doria chest case. No niin. Pitkä jää, kiitos. Päkämeräs toi.
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already? How does it look outside?
A few of the cutthroats got in over the walls, but we dealt with them. But there are more outside the gate.
4 of them were here in the tavern too.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important. But your friends paid for it with their lives.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any consolation, Henry here has already taken care of those cutthroats.
But they didn't look like they just came to the tavern by chance. Eric must have sent them. What about your mother? Is she all right?
She is, thank God. I told her to get ready, and we would come for her right away.
I'm really sorry about your friends. We got here too late.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Amartes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him. Yet I cannot wait to raise him.
There'll be plenty of time for that later. We have to go now.
I'm sure Mama is waiting for us. We have to take her to the shul.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret passageway so no one else can get in.
But sir,
uskaltaako sinut
if
jättää
any more of
yksi?
them come here,
I can take care of myself. Now go. God be with you.
Okei. Ei kai sitten.
Adam, is that you?
They climbed over the wall. One of them must have hit me.
Get up. We have to get to the shore fast. Can you walk?
I can't.
Don't worry. I'll help you. Henry, go and get Mummy. She will be in that house on the left. Bring her here.
Okay. Mummy? Hallå? Oletko sä täällä? Mame? Oletko sä täällä harkussa? Sä et ole täällä. Oletko sinä täällä?
Oi, Himmel! What's the matter? Where's Sam?
Don't worry, ma'am. He sent me to take you to him.
Mein Gott! What happened to him?
Nothing. He's out on the street helping the wounded. Let's go now. We're out of time.
Wait! Who are you anyway?
I'm Henry.
My name is Henry. Do you remember Martin, the blacksmith?
Of course I do.
I'm his son.
Vad sagst du?
Sam told me that...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back. It might be safer there.
What's going on?
Sam, are you all right?
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe. Now run!
We have to get to the synagogue. But how?
Through the backyards. Follow me.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Master Thief.
Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Yhtä osaa kyllä ampua täällä, mutta kokeillaan. Nyt vihdoin ladattu. Mä ei toiminut. Eikä mä nyt. Noniin. Se meni ohi.
I'll be it, sir. Bloody boat, fucker!
But they're gone. We have to...
Yes. Mä osasin ampua. Oota kun mä vuoran, mun pitää hoitaa itseni. Eikä tavaraa taskuissa.
Keep going.
Joo, mennään. Minne? Sä täällä?
That is you to the left. Can you help them?
Oh, blood, yeah!
Noniin.
Thank you, lad.
Noniin.
I don't know who you are.
Ole hyvä. Tää heittää jotain potioneita naamaan, koska nyt on vähän huono olo. Se se nyt on. Miksi se tänne? Siinä.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
No mercy!
Nice him up! You should have fucking stayed out of it! Die!
Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, my kid?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
Kiss them all down! Come on! What the hell?
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go!
Kill them!
What's going on up there?
Bye bye! I will help. Oi, pitääkö mun valita Savuoli ja konjakin välillä? Toivottavasti ei.
Go inside. Quick.
Noniin. Nyt mennään.
Task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No, I just don't want to die here alone.
Juu.
There they are. Well,
Siinä.
now we're really fucked.
Mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back. For how long, though? As long as we need to.
Tapetaan ne kaikki. Noniin. Apua, saatana.
Put some effort in! Damn it!
We'll kick your ass!
Christ!
en kestä tätä vihollista väärää vissiin.
Hell is waiting for yours. Give me blood, yeah! Leave him alone! I want him! Show your stuff! Let him have it! Hey, get him!
Next one will be in your face.
Die already! Get in! Crucify you!
Ai. Mitä se?
Nice, right. Name of our Lord! Spare if you're at. You never saw that coming! You'll kick the bucket! True blood! Blood! Fucker out, damn it! You can hardly stand up! Shit your eyes! What are you looking?
I'll shit your eyes out, kuulostaa kyllä pahalle. Mitäs täällä toi? Iko niin mä ei tiedä.
Hey, get him! This is for our Lord! No, you're gonna kick your ass. Hell is waiting, you bastard!
Ai siinäkin oli tommoinen.
Hell is waiting, you bastard! No.
Ja sinua.
Or you'll be sorry. Jesus for Marty!
Right.
Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry, come on!
Sinä kookaan.
Let's go!
Ei. Miten ne polttaa tämän talon? Mitä me sitten tehdään?
Ongelmia.
Let's go. It's this way.
No, nämä poltetaan nämä itse. Me saatiin nyt mahdollisimman monta pelastettua kuitenkin. Sopii toivoa.
Damn, that was a close shave.
Joo, Henry, voit kohta miettiä asiaa lisää. Mä vaan haluan, että sä et voida kuvia tässä puhelimessa. Tämä oli called deduct. No, mä oon täältä.
Reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
No jaa.
just leave them here like this. There's nothing we can do now.
Look at
Get the wounded out of here first.
All ablaze.
Look at it. All ablaze.
Ich will sein ruhiger wissen, als du und Mama seid.
Don't worry. Even if that happens, we'll be able to pull the wagon.
Are you alright?
I'm fine, lad. I thank you for everything.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Mein Gott, boy. Have you not helped us enough already? Now we have to manage on our own.
I know this might not be the best time, but do you think we could talk about Martin?
Right now? Well,
Right now?
all right then. How is Martin actually?
Se on kuollut.
He died. It's only been a few months.
Oh, the hen of Shutsura Bitsuroir Hahayem.
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. He always put others
Tiesikö
first.
se edes Samuelista ollenkaan?
At least you survived. That would make Martin happy.
I'm sorry I don't have better news to give you.
Do not worry about it. I am just sad he died.
Ei
before
varmaan.
he could meet Samuel.
Is everything alright?
Yes, do not worry. We were just
Minä voin
talking
kertoa kaiken hänestä.
about Martin.
How did you meet Martin, if I may ask?
It was such a long time ago. He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town, but there was no place among your people, so he tried his luck in our quarter.
And that's where he met you?
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. And Martin wouldn't stop looking at me all night. Then it went schlock of schlock.
So what happened that made Martin leave you?
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive him away. To marry a goy is isur deoreisa, forbidden. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other, until one day I was ubore.
That means pregnant.
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not be able to avoid the shame. So he did not miss a beat and took me out of town in secret. I did not even have time to tell Martin the news. I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. But my husband died. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted it.
Ja, eikö Martin sitten ollenkaan ehtinyt sitä, että jos me ollaan niinku...
Did Martin not go looking for you when you suddenly disappeared?
People said he did go looking for me, even as far as Colin, but he did not find out anything at all.
If only he had gone all the way to Prague.
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not have been enough.
Mä veikkaan kanssa sama.
Father would have hidden me somewhere else.
And what about you? Did you ever find another man after that?
No. My father called me a widow, so I stayed a widow.
And he didn't try to find anyone else for you?
You know he did, but it never worked out. I made sure of that.
And did you ever go looking for Martin?
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose
Käy järkeä, että
That was
on
probably
maksanut
my
esim, että
father's
älkää vaan kertoko.
And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world. I had to take care of Samuel. That was the most
Miksi
important
Samuel
thing.
näyttää sille, että tämä on eka kerta, kun se kuulee tästä?
That's about it.
Before you go, tell me, what was Martin like as a father?
Well, he was strict with me, but not too much. Especially in the forge, he worked me hard. I dream about him quite often. About that last day and what he said to me while we were forging a sword together. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that blacksmithing might be a dull job, but I keep my head on my neck.
He was absolutely right.
Well, look at me now.
You saved all our lives. Martin would be proud of you. He raised you well.
I'm sorry to keep you this long, but... well, I never thought I'd have a brother. even if not related by blood.
Well, I did not
Related
expect
by
that
spirit.
either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know how today would have ended. What are your plans now?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den, to Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what to do next.
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen.
Okay, yeah.
I do not want anything to happen to them on the way.
Everything should be all right now.
Take care of yourselves, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow
Ja,
at the
tiedät,
Devil's
brother.
Den.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
Olen säätänyt grafiikka-asetuksia. Ehkä tämä nyt toimii.
You managed to get the documents. What's next for you? Will you go to Jobst or come with us to the Devil's Den?
I've been thinking about it, and the time for spying is over. There's no one to convince, no one to break, no one to blackmail.
Pitää vaan se pelastaa.
So what then? You going home?
Not yet. Actually, I'll escort these people first. I feel responsible for what happened, and maybe I can at least make up for it a little bit.
All right. Have it your way. Have a safe journey, Sir John of Liechtenstein. God be with you.
And with you, Henry of Skalitz. Take care.
Joutuu.
We survived. For a while there, I thought we were going to die.
Many have died, indeed. It is a hard trial to go through. So many lives lost, the shul in flames.
I'm so sorry. There was nothing more we could do.
You are right. It was too late. How happy I would be if we could get everyone out. But what is done is done.
Hai.
What will you do now?
Now we must find help in some other community of believers. We will try our luck in Colleen. Many of us have relatives there.
Do you think you'll be pursued?
Well, the mercenaries might follow us, but hopefully it will not come to that. Chas v'sholem. We will split up into smaller groups, so we don't attract much attention until we get farther away from the town. Besides, who would chase us when we have nothing? We left everything behind in the town.
So the agreement with the lords in Rabors no longer stands, eh?
What makes you think that? Do you not trust us?
No, I do. But you've lost everything. I don't think you'll be able to contribute to our army anymore.
It is true that the Gutenberg Kehille cannot pay for the army now, but others might.
No niin.
Ezres Hashem.
Täältä noustaan vielä.
Especially when they get word of what happened here.
Sarah told me you drove Martin the blacksmith out of town. Why would you do that?
I had my reasons.
But if you hadn't done it, he might still be alive.
Perhaps. But what about you? If he had not raised you, would you be here today helping us?
No. Probably not. Who knows what my mother would have done without him. God be with you, Rabbi.
Sei gesinnt, and please watch over Samuel.
Hai. Goodbye. No, mitäs sitten? Täällä olisi questeja, mutta niin on Kutnassakin. Ei.
My respects.
I decided to atone for my sins, Father.
For you, it's a necessity. Without sincere repentance, you will head straight into the arms of Lucifer, the fallen angel.
I'd like to go now.
There is a conciliation cross between Sukdol and Rabosh. It stands there to mark the end. Not a single drop of blood, not every...
What penance do I receive?
Confess your faith, but
I'll make sure...
remember the other... Till we meet again.
Sulla se questi on, mutta... Laitan tän testant. Tuolla varmaan se linnan tyypin questi. Ehkä me nyt mennään tonne Devilsteniin. Mutin vois sieltä yrittää saada meidän messi. Kiinnosta. Jos nyt ei kiinnosta.
Hey!
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Resting. I've been lugging these sacks for ages now.
Sulla on
So I
nuoli sun
decided to
päässä.
take a load off. But I can tell you, it ain't too comfortable here.
Look, you know you have something sticking out of your forehead, right? It looks a bit like a horn.
A horn? Nobody's called it that yet.
What is it then?
It's an arrow. Well, what's left of it, that is. A metal arrowhead and a bit of a wooden shaft. It used to be longer, but I broke it off after I nearly took a wench's eye out with it.
Ah. Now, I heard of a bloke who took an arrow to the knee.
Ha! To the knee? That's nothing.
Well, that's
You
good.
could go dancing the next day with a scratch like that. But have you ever heard
I
of
used to be an
anyone who
adventurer
took
like
one
you.
to the head and lived to tell the tale?
I can't say I have.
Well, you have now. If it was an ordinary arrow, I'd be pushing up daisies. But it ain't the slightest bit ordinary.
And what's so extraordinary about it?
One thing that's extraordinary is we hardly know each other, yet you keep asking questions. How about you tell me who you are first? Talking to strangers ain't the safest these days.
I'm Henry, the son of a blacksmith from Skalitz.
Oh, fuck. I heard about Skalitz. I heard it was real bad.
That it was.
Well, at least you got out in one piece. Look, the name's Carl. Folk call me Carl Arrowhead. On account of, well, you know.
How come the arrow didn't kill you then?
Because it ain't no ordinary arrow.
No.
You said that already.
Thing is, it's a magic arrow.
Yeah, right.
You don't believe me, do you? Sometimes I get mixed up in, let's say, some confrontation. And sometimes things get a bit dicey. I was always getting beaten up, wounded, battered. But ever since I had this arrow in my noggin, not a damn thing. No wounds, no bruises. Nobody can hurt me. They haven't a chance.
Well, that could very well be a coincidence.
Haluatko testata tuota teoriaa?
It ain't no coincidence. It's a gift from God. This arrow here blessed me.
Do you think it could be taken out? Can I touch it?
If you touch it, I'll rip off both your arms, shove them
Kuinka
up your ass, and
törkeää.
make you clap.
Easy! Easy now! I was just asking. No need to get upset. You're worried I'd get the magic too, eh?
No, I'm worried that you wouldn't march and step, and I wouldn't like that.
Doesn't it hurt? Looks like a nasty wound.
Look, when God blesses you, you
Hiya.
accept it for what it is.
So does it hurt?
Hurts like hell. And it fucked my eyesight up a bit. But that don't matter. It's still a gift from God.
Why do you think God chose you to be blessed? What did you do to deserve it?
Well, I suppose all them good things what I did in my life. I take care of my people. I'm a good person is all. I reckon God's pleased with me.
I understand. You're simply undefeatable.
Exactly, lad. A whole year without a scratch. A whole year. And me and my lads got ourselves into some dodgy situations, I'll tell you that. But enough chat. I've got to get back to the camp. I've got a proposition for you. You lug one of them sacks here for me, and we can talk some more along the way. What do you say?
What's in these sacks anyway?
Just stuff what folk leave lying around unattended.
Aha, sä olet varas.
Everyone locks up their cottages, sties, coops, and who knows what else. They keep their valuables in their chests. Folk are plenty nervous. And then they go and leave a couple of sacks of charcoal lying around outside. And when you see something lying around, it'd be a sin to let it get rained on.
Kyllä, olen samaa mieltä.
Yeah, that's true. Wet charcoal doesn't burn very well. Good thing you took it. And what are you going to do with this charcoal?
What do you mean? It's charcoal. It always comes
No säkin kyllä totta voi grillata.
Will you help me?
And what's in it for me? Will I get a reward?
You youngsters is all the same. You should help your neighbour without wanting nothing in return. Like a proper Christian, eh?
True. But good deeds won't buy me an ale at the tavern.
All right, then. If you help him with the sack, I'll throw a few groschen for beer your way.
Well, can't let you lug them all on your own.
Glad to hear it. Them sacks are heavy as fuck, but I couldn't just leave them behind. A man can be invincible and blessed by God, but 2 sacks of charcoal is still 2 sacks of charcoal.
How can you be so sure you can't get hurt? Maybe you were just incredibly lucky up until now.
The answer's easy. I just know.
Se vaan
When I got
tietää.
hit with this here arrow, I was out of it for 3 days. I just lay there for 3 days. Everyone thought I was dead, but I kept on breathing. I had this vision of someone. He had this glow around him. He must have been a saint. He spoke to me. Real kind-like. On the 3rd day, I woke up, just like Jesus, and I knew everything was different, that I was a changed man, and there was no turning back.
How is it you got shot? Was it during a battle?
Well, it wasn't exactly a battle. One of the men, brought a keg. He said it was communion wine, but who knows where he got it, because it was damn strong. But regardless, we all had some good fun, though the morning after wasn't too good. Right at the crack of dawn, I had to go and have a shit, so I head into the bushes, but that woke Pasha up. He was still so drunk, he thought he heard a boar.
So he shot you in the bushes?
A direct hit, right in the forehead. And for that, Lord, I thank you.
I'd like to believe you, but I still think it's just a coincidence. I hope your good luck continues, though.
Believe what you want, lad, as long as you keep carrying that sack. We're nearly there.
saying? There's no point going anywhere.
Nobody knows that, except old weather. Travel with us. Fella had a real gift. He knew exactly what the weather would be like.
I've heard say some farmers can tell by the clouds.
I dropped that sack over there, but look here. Don't you mind just leading me right into your camp? What if I let slip that you lot are here?
Why would you do that? You wouldn't get any reward for this band of nobodies anyway.
Se on väärin.
I suppose not.
Thanks for the help, lad. I'm glad you happened by and stopped to talk to me. Not everyone is willing to help. It's a rare sight these days.
I'm glad to be of help.
Here's some ale money. And I wish you good luck in these wild times. May God's favor be with you. But now, you should get going. The fellas get nervous when there's strangers around. The Lord be with you.
Understood.
Well, he went out for a piss one night. Lovely day, isn't it?
Pay her God knows what, and then she leaves.
Greetings, my friend.
I wanted to ask you, is Mikesh your brother?
Of course. We even look like each other. I'm the handsomer one, of course.
You don't seem...
Then you're as blind as a mole.
You don't seem to be brothers.
Do you have a brother, since you seem to be an expert in it?
Well, I think...
You see, you're not sure either, but I swear by Mikesh.
As I saw it, you just keep pissing him off about something.
Aye, that's what older brothers are for. They're always pissing you off somehow, but when you're fucked up, they won't let you down.
Really?
Oh, certainly. Unless, that is, you're Sigismund or Wenceslas of Luxembourg. Those two brothers and their entire extended family piss all of us off. Oh, aye. May the Lord grant Emperor Charles eternal glory, that he raised up some right bastards.
What did you do before you joined Zizka?
Well, brother, everything. But I never stuck with anything for too long. I reckon I just have a kind of strange nature.
And isn't it because you always end up stealing something?
Well, when you say it that way, it's not very flattering, is it?
You never stop blithering, do you?
Unfortunately, my brother Mikesh was born strong and grumpy, while I'm the one who got a sense of humour.
Really? So you can give me some advice, eh?
Ha! For free?
No. For 30 pieces of silver, I reckon. Here and there, it seems to me that you're almost too clever. You must have been in a monastery, right, Kozlik?
Is that the question you meant to ask?
Aye. I want to know how much we have in common.
What? Did you also escape from the monastery dormitory through the latrine?
No.
Me
But I have my own
oltiin siellä
experience with the
munkkiluostarissa.
monastic order.
But you didn't trade fake communion wafers, did you?
Well, what?
And you didn't escape, dressed as a nun, on the abbot's horse with his silver either, did you?
Good. That's enough. I think we'll skip that.
And it's such a funny story. If Mikesh wouldn't have had to take a piss at the time, we could have been rich. But you know how it is. Mother Superior was a little surprised by his equipment.
My God, really?
Aye, exactly. Man proposes and God disposes. Take care, friend.
Kaikkea sitä kuulee. Noniin, nyt sinä. Minä kuulen, että sinut saa Lajatalon omistajalta jotenkin takaisin. Vaan mä sen löydän. Siis se nyt on. Siinä on Jiska. No kaiken hyvän lisäksi vaikutti olevan kännissä. Missä se on se? Siinä.
Greetings to you. How can I help?
I've come for my dog.
Aye, aye. Here he is, the furry beast.
Can I ask you something?
Of course. What about?
Why is this place called the Devil's Den?
Why do you think? Take a look at the regulars. They're all rogues, cutthroats and smugglers.
Would you prefer the noble elite?
Well, I didn't want to attract any unwanted attention, but the hopping hair never really caught on.
Devil's Den sounds better anyway.
Maybe so, but it doesn't really instill trust in folks.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
Well,
Nothing much.
If there was something, I'd tell you. I'll have a look at the...
Näyttää siltä, että jos pelaan Windowsissa, niin meillä on asiat semi-ok.
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Eric's soldiers and the town rabble have torched the Jewish quarter. Fortunately, we saved most of the people. But I doubt they can form an alliance with us now.
Fuck! Where are they now?
Oh, Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next.
Samuel said to wait for him. He wants to be here when we discuss our plans.
But if he's gone to Colin, he won't be back till tomorrow, will he? Oh well. In the meantime, you can at least have a look for the men Dry Devil mentioned. Adam, Matouche, and the others.
I'll bring them. Count on me.
I'll be right with you.
The Lord be with you. What do you need?
Hey, I'd be quite interested to know if Kozlik really is your brother.
Now, how'd you figure that out?
I don't know. Maybe a few minor similarities?
Aye. Like he's the fool and always gets us into trouble. But if it was up to me, I would have strangled him with our shared umbilical cord. But I didn't want to make myself an only child.
Wait, that doesn't add up, does it?
What doesn't add up?
Isn't he older than you?
You see, he won't even let me enjoy that. That's just the way he is.
Younger brothers can be cruel, eh?
Oh, you don't know the half of it. Do you have a brother?
You know, I don't even know.
You haven't had an easy life either, eh? I reckon you didn't know your father.
Ah, you're wrong there. I even knew both of them.
Oh, aye. Every time something goes wrong, it's the fault of younger brothers or bastards. The whole world is built upon this simple truth.
Kiva tietää.
And can you give me an example?
Of course. Just look at what Sigismund is doing to his older brother, Wenceslas. Wonderful relatives. And they're not only pissing each other off, but all of us who have to live here in this fucking mess called Bohemia.
What did you do before you joined Zizka's band?
I tried to stay as far as possible from that crazy goat.
You mean your brother, Kozlik?
Well, of course. He has an irrepressible talent for ruining every deal and scheme I can think of. So many times I could have been rich if this angel of destruction hadn't appeared.
Is it really that bad?
I don't know. I don't really keep tabs on his good deeds.
But doing good deeds is right.
That fella could return what he stole and still get caught for it. And he also falls in love with every woman who walks by and nods at him in greeting.
And what about you?
Me? I fell in love once. It was love like in a dream. But then that dream turned into a nightmare.
Oliko se
I got
Justiina?
out there. Women. They're a dangerous thing for us blokes. And the prettier they are, the more dangerous they turn out to be. You never know when the joy will turn into pain. See you later.
Sen takia minä tykkään myös miehistä. Terveisin Henry.
Sir Vaculin, you've had an exciting life. Tell me some stories.
Bien sûr. Your interest is gratifying and quite understandable.
Where does the name Brabant come from?
That is simple. My compatriots call me that because I am originally from Brabant province.
Brabant province.
And, the name stuck. One day, I shall tell you about my place of birth, but or would you rather hear?
Oh.
Thanks for sharing. What do you think of our band of outcasts?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company. I am more used to royal courts or at least wealthy burghers. But a man must accept his destiny as it comes.
Just eilen katsoin sen TikTokin, missä ranskalainen muija sanoi sanaa burgeri, ja se oli hauski ikinä.
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles and knights. That takes a lot more. Mark my words. I am a good judge of people.
What do you think of Sir Hinek?
Le diable sec. A capable chevalier, but I do not trust him. There is treachery in his eyes.
You think so?
My instinct rarely lets me down.
I can't get Catherine out of my head. I don't understand her. I'm sure you have more experience of love than me. What do you make of her? Why is she with us?
You're right. I am a connoisseur of love like I am of wine. But for my taste, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat aged vintage. Though, I have to admit she's full-bodied and fragrant.
That's not really what I meant. Why is a woman like her with us?
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible happened to her in the past.
So do I. But what?
Hänellä on mysteerinen menneisyys.
But she is fond of you, if you ask me. Try asking her, and maybe something will come of it. L'amour.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people, trust me. L'amour.
How do you get on with Janosch and Adder?
Oh, those two. Once in Kuttenberg, I also had a servant who pretended not to understand me and thought I did not understand him when he spoke German in my presence. But he was wrong. He is no longer my servant.
What do you think of Kubyenka?
A good warrior, but he has no morals and no manners, like all mercenaries.
Well, I don't think he cares much about that.
And that is just the problem. How can you trust a man who does not want to be a knight?
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's the one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Zizka can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me.
Merde.
Have you met Godwin?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for. In addition, he can play chess just as well as he wields a sword. And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents. Or perhaps the devil is behind it.
We will never know.
Have you had the chance to meet my half-brother?
Samuel, it is strange that he joined our group. It is not usual for his people. But he's certainly a good reinforcement.
Mua pelottaa, että nämä kaikki kuolee, kun minä tykkään näistä kaikista.
Tell me, How did the siege of Kuttenberg go?
Paitsi ehkä tästä tyypistä, mutta toisaalta on sekin kiva.
Poorly, but what could I do?
No vaan semmoista
Stand
jutut
down from
mä eikö
leading
kuule.
the defense like a coward? After all, I had to live up to my reputation. And at the time, it did not look hopeless at all. I thought it would be enough to stall Sigismund for a while before the Allied army arrived. And that would not have been so difficult.
Only no army arrived.
Précisément. The hope for a swift end melted away, and the courage of the burghers along with it. I, who fought in 5 countries, was relieved of command, arrested, and handed over to Sigismund.
I heard your attack on the trebuchets was a disaster.
It is true, but that was not my fault. The Kürtenbergers blamed me to cover up their own failure. Ces connards. I made the correct decision, but I was given bad intelligence. The Kürtenberg spies that I sent out reported that the trebuchets weren't defended, but they were too cowardly to take a good look from up close. This tragedy would never have happened if it were not for their stupidity
Kyllä sinunkin
and
pitää
lack of
ottaa
heart.
vastuuta asiasta.
But enough of that. There is no point, as you say, in crying over the spilled milk. One must move forward. In the meantime, however, I can pass on some of my experience to you. After all, I am not getting any younger, so it is time to pass my wisdom on to future generations.
I'd like to learn.
It will take some time, and a few groschen, mon ami. Acquiring my art came at great cost, so I cannot pass it on for free. Especially now when I have been injustly stripped of my possessions, and I must rely only on my sharp wits. Ainsi Valdesta, what would you like to hear?
Baron Brabant, tell me a little about the world beyond the borders of our little country.
Mon ami, the world is so big and there is so much to tell, but you want to hear only a little? What to choose from that inexhaustible fount of wisdom? Ah, je sais. Opportunity is like a ladder. You must seize it with both hands, climb to the top, and knock it down behind you. Remember that, jeune Henri? And now let me give you another piece of wisdom. Allons-y, mon ami. Let us not waste any time.
Allons-y. Practice makes perfect. Allons-y.
Tell me something about yourself. We barely know each other.
No cóż, nie znamy się, ale przeszkadza ci to?
What? Speak slower. I can't understand you at all.
A co mnie to obchodzi? Wiesz co? Jak chcesz ze mną pogadać, to przynieś mi beczkę piwa i 100 dziewów. Jak już to razem wypijemy i się zabawimy, to dogadamy się bez problemu.
How is it that women throw themselves at you?
To dar od Boga, Henryku. A może co dlatego, że mam takiego dużego kutasa. Ale mam dla ciebie jedną radę. Jak już zbałamucisz jakąś niewiastę, to spróbuj sprawić jej przyjemność swoimi ustami. Będzie cię bolał język, ale zobaczysz, jaka ona będzie zadowolona.
Well, I didn't understand a single word, but I'll take it to heart.
Mitä sisko tekee tuolla taustalla?
I'd like to get better with a saber. Do you have any advice for me?
Tylko jedną, przyjacielu. Tnij tak szybko, żeby wróg nie zdążył zrobić uniku. I staraj się stać trochę bokiem, żeby nie dało się łatwo w ciebie trafić. Ale przede wszystkim nigdy nie zaczynaj ze mną, bo zrobię z ciebie sieczkę.
Well, thanks then. Even if I don't know what for.
Kiitos neuvosta. Ei saata. Siska, oot sä kunnossa?
Taking their time again.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Niin. Hei, missä sinä olit?
Henry, you have no idea how glad I am to see you
Samat.
alive and all in one piece. I was really worried about you. I prayed to Our Lady the Protector to watch over you in Kuttenberg. It's good she heard my pleas.
Thanks for putting in a good word. It definitely came in handy, because it wasn't nice at all. Lots of violence and death, countless foes. We could have easily kicked the bucket any moment.
God damn! What happened there?
It didn't look so bad at the start. We actually arrived in time and urged everyone to flee. But some of Eric's cutthroats got inside the tavern and murdered everyone there. Before we'd finished with them, a great mob gathered outside and struck against the gate. And it fell.
Oh, fuck! That sounds like a right massacre. God damn it. I should have gone there too. I could have been some use at least.
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. There were too many of them. And when the whole street was thronged, there was no stopping it. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's people as long as possible, so the locals could flee to the synagogue. See, there's a hidden tunnel inside it, leading out of the city.
Fucking tunnels! Ugh. But thank Christ for them. What about Liechtenstein?
He's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious documents of his out. He left with the survivors for Colleen.
Praise God. He's from an old and glorious house. It would be a dreadful pity if he got left behind. The main thing is you got out. I was afraid I wouldn't be able to thank you properly for coming to Malashov for me.
Well, we can easily rectify that here and now.
That's exactly what I intend to do, my brave and faithful companion.
Yes.
First and foremost, be it known that if you should ever similarly find yourself in captivity, I swear before our Lord Jesus Christ that I shall come for you as you came for me. And secondly, I have something here for you. A truly knightly reward for your knightly deed. A hunting bow that has no equal in the province. I hope it'll brighten your thoughts after all those horrors. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a doe. And besides, it has attached to it an enlightening history.
Well, I'm honoured. Thank you, friend.
Onko tää se, millä se on pouchailu?
Please enlighten me, O noble sir.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moravia, who, however, was not worthy of it. And so, fate decreed that it fell into the hands of a proper knight.
What are you saying?
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, it got my blood up. So, to pay him back, I relieved him of the bow in Raborsh. And it was immediately clear to me that that bow should go to none other than...
Seura tekee kaltaiseksi.
That is certainly just, I'd say.
I knew we'd see eye to eye. It'd be great to try that bow out right away. We could ride out together on the hunt. Wine, bacon, wine, the deep woods, a quiver full of arrows, wine, shoot some deer and celebrate with wine, like we used to do back home.
We only went hunting together once.
But it was memorable. Don't tell me you wouldn't like to do it again. But first duty, then some fun, eh? You'd better be going.
Ei, minä aloin metsästämään kanssasi. Brokeback Mountain. Minun unelmani. Mut.
Here you go. Take it.
Beefiä sä varmaan mieluummin syöt. Pysähdy. Pysähdy. Minä haluan kehua sinua. No, ei sitten. No, huomenna hoidetaan se. Mulla ei tainnut täällä mitään questeja olla. Vois mennä nukkumaan. Missäkään se mun sänky täällä oli? No sinä kaunis. täällä blacksmithi.
God bless you, sir.
On ainakin tilaa, mutta...
Good doggy.
Good doggy. Niin on. Paras. Oliko se? Hey, Godwin.
I heard you fought in the Battle of Kosovo. Is that true?
Why wouldn't it be?
I heard it was a horrible massacre, and there were no survivors.
Horseshit, lad. That's just horseshit. It was a massacre. Aye, a terrible slaughter. But the other side lost many men as well.
So how did it happen? Tell me. I don't think I can quite imagine such a massive battle. How many soldiers were there?
Countless, lad. I'd never seen so many take the field. At least 10,000 men on our side. And Sultan Murad must have had at least twice as many with him.
And where did you fight?
In the saddle. I'm a nobleman, after all. But I lost 3 horses under me. So in the end, I also fought on foot. Most of us mercenaries were on the left flank, under the command of Vlatko Vukovic. But he soon got wounded, and the men began to flee. I mean, if it wasn't for Nicholas Gabriel, we wouldn't be talking here today.
And who was that?
The commander of our company. A born warrior, and a good friend. In fact, Zizka reminds me of him a bit sometimes. In any case, the fact that Gabriel had taken a command at that point meant our flank did not buckle, and the Ottoman rabble did not cut us to pieces as we fled.
So how did the battle go?
Lord forgive me, but it went to shit.
Could you be more specific?
Specific? Well, I only know what people said after the battle. When you're in the midst of it, you don't see what's happening around you.
Which was?
Well, it's hard to describe. Attacks are followed by retreats, and between that, only fatigue and dust.
So what happened?
When the battle began, the Serbian cavalry crushed the Turkish left flank. It looked good for us, but alas, that was just the beginning. Soon we got ours too. We fought valiantly, but they pushed us back, and in the meantime, they hit our center. The Sultan's Janissaries attacked us there. Damn devils, and raised all hell. Rivers of blood soaked the ground.
How could you survive something like that?
You can't give up, and death isn't an option. But then a rumor spread that Prince Lazar had fallen, and everything began to crumble. But he was a tough old warrior of the Nemanjic royal blood. He wouldn't give up just like that. With an arrow in his eye, he climbed his horse and rode straight for the Sultan. Well, that's how he saved us. The battle then lasted until evening. But no one had the strength to force the enemy to retreat.
So who won in the end?
The battle lasted all day. And in the end, no one knew who had won, because both sides left the field. Only later did we find out. Prince Lazar had fallen there alongside all his Serbian nobility. Still later came the news that Lazar had been captured and executed by the Turks the day after the battle.
They executed a prince?
Aye. They beheaded him, because someone had slit their sultan's throat like a piglet.
So you didn't win?
It's hard to say. We held our own against the odds and survived. Only without their prince, it was just a matter of time before Serbia fell into the new Ottoman Sultan's lap. Fortunately, I didn't stick around to see it. All the same, even as I'm telling it, it strikes me what an adventure it was. I suppose time heals all kinds of shit. In the end, you forget the bad things. And yet, I can only thank God that Nicholas Gabriel was there.
Your captain?
Aye, him. We actually became friends of sorts. He even taught me one of his sword tricks.
He did?
Aye, really. I
Please
could
do.
even show you sometime. A memory of the good man who saved my arse on that day.
Kyllä me laitetaan tuo ehkä nyt talteen. Nyt luetaan kirjoja.
Why is this all sticky?
Kyllä, kiitos. Näytä minulle kaikki. Aha. I am now stylish. Ja valmiina uuteen päivään. Anteeksi, väärä ovi.
God bless you, sir.
Koin myös.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
Hey.
Janos and Ada are back, so that's a reason to celebrate. Are you drinking with us?
Let's have a toast to that.
Heti aamusta.
Nah, we get drunk like hogs.
To pytam się jej, czy nie chce wskoczyć na konika.
Ada, for fuck's sake.
A wiesz co ona mi na to?
She says she don't understand shit, huh?
Shut the fuck up, both of you.
A co ty taki wrażliwy?
Did Henry take his sweet time with a rope? Or are you this stupid from birth and I just forgot?
Nah, he's thicker now. If Henry let him choke any longer, he'd be drooling on his shirt.
Chcesz mordę?
Shut up! Fucking hell.
What biting your arse, devil, huh?
I wanted to say I'm glad you and Ada are back. That I don't feel like it anymore.
No to my się sami napijemy. Na zdrowie!
Jotain minä kertonut jo näille, että se yksi hukku
You
paskaa.
should raise a toast to Henry. You'd be dead if it wasn't for him.
Leave it be. You needed men, so I got them.
Don't be modest. You saved those assholes' hides. And they won't even thank you.
Shishka's right, you ungrateful bastards. That we should all thank Henry for bringing us to the same table again. So, to Henry.
To the king.
Which one? Or we drink 2 times?
Don't make trouble, Janos. Henry saved you from the noose, but no one will save you from me.
What I care about any kings? Better drink to Henry!
Voisiko minä olla kuningas?
Za tę śliczną cycatkę z łaźni.
Only them? You have more, no?
Tell us about it, Henry. What happened?
I also found Matthew, but he grew tired of your pack. He prefers robbing old crones by the road.
Zdradziecki, zapluty szczur. Jeśli wejdzie mi w drogę, zatłukę go, kurwę, jak świnię!
What did he say?
Nothing nice, I'd imagine. But he forgot to add, Kurva!
What about the rest?
And Bahuta, he has decided to redeem himself, so he could pass the Lord's judgment.
Co za jełop. Nawet Bóg ma go w dupie. Ha!
He got to try hard. Wake up before sunrise, pray, give up meat and beer, and the woman's. Fuck, poor bastard. What about the rest?
And Raniek is dead.
Somebody rammed dice down his throat.
Not quite, but it was dice that paid him back in the end.
Kurwa! Dał słowo, że tym razem na pewno wygra. Ale znamy się jak łyse konie. Miałem go lepiej pilnować.
Don't feel bad,
Se on
eh?
paska.
He not want help and he don't deserve it.
That's it. That's everyone.
So, we are the only ones?
Unfortunately. But the best remained.
So, to loyal brothers in arms.
Yeah, to us! Long live us!
Oi voi.
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyska. Napój mi, Maniusiu,
Kusetko sinä sisälle?
kunicka. Nie chcę, nie napoję, Bo się kunia, kurwa boję! Bo się kunia, kurwa boję, bo miejsce młoda!
Nice. We also have one like that.
To teraz ty, młodzieniaszku, dawaj!
What did he say?
He say you sing now.
I'd be delighted. Underneath our windows, water flows so clear. Take my little horse there and water him, my dear. I won't water him, though. No, I can't anymore.
Cudownie! Pięknie! Henry, my friend, Janusz love you. A mnie nie? You most, my sweetheart.
No nyt ollaan tässä vaiheessa känniä.
Pijmy za to!
What did he say?
We drink to that.
Of course we'll drink.
Two last drop, Henry. That is the way. You tell us some story, eh?
Ah, you fellas are a pair of animals. But I love you.
Henry, our boy. Wycałuj go ode mnie, ty gnojku!
Eiköhän paha krapuulla mulla.
Oh, kurva. I feel like shit.
No, onneksi mä join sen juomaan. Hans, mulla on krapuula.
What do you make of this Brabant fellow?
He's unquestionably a remarkable knight, that Vakelin. He rambles on a lot, though. My head nearly burst listening to him sometimes. Although it was better than being stuck there alone. Otherwise, he seems to me like a bold and worldly gentleman, if a little obsessed with wealth.
I honestly can't stand him. He's as full of tales as an old fishwife, and half of them sound very unlikely indeed.
No one's perfect. As for his constant chatter, you have to learn how to shut him up, and ideally not get locked up in one room with him. On the other hand, when Sigismund invaded, he could have easily just stepped aside and kept his nose out of it, and he'd still be sitting pretty in Miskovitz. Instead, he did the opposite and defended the town. Give him a chance to prove himself. You'll see for yourself.
I'll believe it when I see it. How'd you like Devil's Den?
Well, it's better than the Malashov prison, but not much.
Aren't the beds soft enough for his lordship?
I'm more bothered by how small the place is. You feel like the walls are closing in on you. But at least I can go for rides around the area.
Where'd you go for those rides?
Well, not very far, just from... Oh, damn. What's the place called? Horshan? Aye. From Horshan to Bohuniewicz and back. Why go to the ends of the earth when there's so much to see here? I found a nice hunter's camp in the forest beyond Bohuniewicz. It's not exactly close, but it's quiet at least.
Oh, Christ almighty. You haven't started poaching again, have you?
You could say that. This girl from Bohuniewicz took me for a lovely...
Hans.
Ride.
Oh, that's enough. Spare me the details. What happened when von Bergov hauled you off after the Nabokov battle?
It was a dreadful journey. Jesus, don't even remind me. It was a bit better in Malashov. Apart from being locked up, of course.
Did anything happen along the way?
No, but it took ages to get to Malashov. 4 or 5 days in that god-awful cart. I was travelling with von Owlet's minions. They hauled me in one of the wagons. They treated my wounds a bit, but I was still in a really bad way. After that battle and all.
What did they do with you in Malashov?
Nothing much, actually. They took care of my wounds, and then stuck me in a room with Brabant. But they treated me decently, as befits a noble. Von Bergov came asking questions a couple of times, but that was about it. Only I almost went mad from being cramped in that damned room. It's a good thing you got me out of there.
Anytime.
What was the problem with the room?
That I couldn't get out of there. You saw yourself when you came for me, didn't you? It's just that since Nabokov, when they shot the tower right down on my head, I was stuck there.
PTSD.
Well, since then, I don't feel well in cramped spaces. Actually, I never did. I always preferred to be outdoors. But since Nabokov, it's worse than ever. I had a feeling the roof would fall on my head again and I'd be buried alive.
I understand. It's a bit awkward for you that the nobility lives in castles.
That's a fact. Once I get my hands on my estates, I'll build a new castle that only has huge rooms and lots of spacious courtyards. And above all, no secret passages.
Great. I'm really looking forward to
Toivottavasti
this new
minäkin muutan
castle of
sinne.
yours.
You can be the castellan or something. Don't worry, I won't
Kiitos.
forget you.
Hyvä.
I'll even have a forge built so you feel right at home.
They didn't let you out at all. But you were in that room for ages.
Sorry siitä, by the way.
They let us walk around the fortress a bit. We even went out for a ride twice, but they watched us like hawks. Not a chance of escape. But most of the time we were in that room. Like I say, I'm really glad you got me out of that hole.
What did von Burgov want from you?
Just the usual courtesies. The captivity of nobles has to observe certain formalities, you know? It's not like they could just throw you in some hole. They behaved fairly respectfully, but of course he was fishing for information. About Radzig and Hanush, and especially Jobst. What they're planning, how many men they have on the field, who else they're negotiating with and that.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing that he didn't already know. I played as dumb as the village idiot. I only told him they sent us with that message and discussed the rest when we were gone.
And did he swallow it?
I think he suspected I was bluffing a bit. And then he tried to loosen my tongue by letting me go hungry for a while. But he soon gave up when he saw he was getting nothing more from me.
My word. Nice work keeping him at bay. But the main thing is, you're alive and kicking.
Hi.
And back with us.
Indeed.
Anteeksi. Olisikohan siinä tälle iltaa? Pitää odottaa ja katsoa, tulisiko tähän uusia patcheja, koska nämä FPS on aika ärsyttävää, kun se droppaa vaan randomille ja vaikka yrittää säätää asetuksia, niin mitään järkevää ei tapahdu ruudulla. Ehkä ne sen korjaa, eiköhän ne sen korjaa. Nähdään taas. Kiitos kaikille. Hei hei, hei hei, hei hei, hei hei.